Yo, what's up? It's your boy Pop, and we are back. Big Stick Energy, another week, and we moving forward from what we experienced on last week. We didn't do the show last week, y'all, and you know it natural causes, reasons why we didn't do the show, and we had a long week. A lot of us had a long week last week, dealing with Hurricane Beryl. And that motherfucker came through. And we all from Houston, so we all know how this shit works when it comes to hurricanes and storms and stuff. So it's nothing new to us, and it didn't we weren't surprised on none of the shit that happened. My thing is, I just went 5 days with no fucking lights. That was the only thing I was mad at. But growing up where I grew up at, we didn't have lights sometimes because we didn't pay the bill. We didn't have the money to pay the bill. So I was able to already understand and know what to do when you don't have lights. Because when you grow up the way we did, a lot of times you don't have lights. And then remember back in the day, they used to have to come and cut the motherfuckers off and on.
And on.
It wasn't no switch.
Or no automatic.
It wasn't no automatic shit that you could just hit from a computer.
And they wouldn't even change it. You remember that little thin ass tag?
It was a little tag on there.
Your lights was off that red tag.
And so we're going to start off this week. We're going to talk about the storm, and we're going to go into some other shit. But before I go into the storm thing and go back and talk about how we used to do it back in the day when they cut your lights off, they came to your house and cut the motherfuckers off. And when you paid the bill, they had to come back and cut some bitches back on. And it felt like it took a long fucking time for them to come back out and cut it back on. But we're going to go around the room. I got an experienced panel. Some of my regulars here. We don't have anybody new tonight, so y'all already know what to do. Brady, motherfucking Bob,
you
my
did,
nigga,
you
what's
heard
up? What's
me
up,
mind. Do you hear me mind? That's how they talk in Memphis. Do you hear me mind? What's up with it, man? They already know what it is, Brady Bob, a.k.a. Philly D. Williams. You know what I'm saying? What? Philly D. Williams, that's my other name, De Niro Copperfield. You know what I'm saying? There's two things I ain't never seen. One is a turtle with speed and the bitch I need. You already know what it is. Come on now. You feel me? I'm in the building.
Boy, shit. Next to you, my dog, my homie. Boy, I've been knowing you for a long time, lady.
I'm more than half my life.
Grab your mic.
More than half my life,
Yes,
dog.
it is, man.
Yeah.
Nene, tell them something.
It's always hard to follow this nigga over here. I mean, he be making me feel a type of way. I be like, well, damn, this nigga got too much sauce. God, damn. Yeah, do you hear me, man? So I'm just gonna ride his coattail. You heard me, man?
You heard me, man?
No, but yeah, I'm Natalia. If you know me from the hood, you call me Nay Nay. And you don't want to meet Nay Nay 95 because she all the way live. Listen, I'm here with my dog and these beautiful people, and we doing our thing.
Coco.
Hey, you know I don't do long introductions. You know what I always say. You know me. Follow me on all social medias. Coco from Houston. I'll see y'all.
Come on, nigga Lee. What you got for us, Lee?
I'm Lee. Real short and sweet. Shout out to 5th Ward, Fleming Middle School.
Hello, you had to say Fleming, dog. Don't do that. You killed the whole mood once you started saying Fleming.
They say middle school.
Oh, I forgot y'all.
Yeah, this key over here, baby.
My bad. And you can follow me on Man Muscle Ministry on Instagram.
Terrence Shanks, the Madison High School. The Madison High School.
All right, that's enough. Nothing in the background. Nothing in the background over there. Clint, what you got, Clint?
Hey, this Clint, a.k.a. Bob the Builder, in the building once again. chilling, hanging out, doing what I do. I'm out here, y'all.
So we got experience panel tonight. Everybody been on the show at least 2 or 3 times before. So, man, we had a long, like I say, once again, we had a long week last week. First of all, I want to talk about the storm before I talk about the ex-next president getting shot in the air. We're gonna get into that too.
Pew.
And yeah. So here's what I want to say about this shit with the storm last week. So leading up to the storm, they kept saying that we were gonna get a piece of the storm. We weren't gonna get the whole thing. So I know I didn't prepare for it like I normally do because I was like, well, we're just gonna get a little piece of the motherfucker. So that's just what it is. Yeah. Why I feel like the day before the goddamn storm, they tell us, oh, it's gonna hit us.
Yeah, for real.
Is that me, or I thought I was the only one that felt like they told us a day or two right before the storm, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna get the motherfucker.
Broke it down, nigga.
So
That's wild.
the problem with that is, who's at fault? Was it the city of Houston? Was it Centerpoint? Was it the state of Texas? Everybody pointing the finger at everybody.
Yeah.
On what was the reason?
It is
who
the
was
meteorologists, okay? The meteorologists.
You never go by the fucking meteorologist.
Because they don't know nothing about weather until you get here.
Because Centerpoint got a meteorologist too. Yeah.
Yeah, they got their own shit.
They got a motherfucker that's supposed to be watching that shit too.
Yep.
They got motherfuckers watch the weather 24/7.
The city of Houston got a motherfucker that watches the whole time. But here's the problem. The city of Houston didn't tell the other electric companies to come down in time. Not only that, when they got here, Centerpoint didn't want to pay. Centerpoint didn't want to pay the electric companies to do the job of turning it. So that's why a lot of people's shit stayed off longer than it was. What you got, Brady?
Man, you remember when we was growing up and your brother or your sister did something and everybody got their ass whooped? That's what that felt like.
Yeah.
That felt like, nigga, we got in trouble because my sister and them was fucking up, or my brother and them was fucking up. That's how the hurricane felt to me. Like, man, I thought they were supposed to get it, but it seemed like we got the motherfucker ass whooping. Cause yeah, you remember?
Yeah, we did get the ass whooping.
Like, Mama, why you whooping me? That's what it felt like. We got our ass whooped.
I'm thinking that you're going to say not only Centerpoint, I'm thinking you're going to say the city, Centerpoint, the meteorologists, everybody need to get their ass whooped. You talking about...
They do need to get their ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm thinking you saying that way.
No, I'm talking about us as a people.
Yeah.
As a like, no lights.
Man.
You know, shit going on.
Everybody.
You know, nigga ain't have a generator. I thought they were finna start purging out this motherfucker. Nigga, I went got my pistol scared. Like, man, if let a nigga come in my vicinity, nigga, I don't give a damn.
So
I'm letting loose.
How many days you use our lights?
5, 6.
6 days.
Yeah.
Nate.
3.5.
3.5. Coco.
3.5.
I was very blessed that my lights didn't go out.
Oh, lucky fucker.
5 days.
Go ahead.
5 days.
5
for me.
days.
Yeah.
3 days.
3.
6.
6. I was 5 days. Lights out. So I'm laying in the bed and I can hear the storm. I can hear the goddamn storm going on in the morning. So around by 5, they blink out, come back on.
Yeah.
Blink out, come back on. It did that shit for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, sure
Then
did.
finally at 6:30, the motherfuckers just stayed off. And I'm looking at the ceiling like, all right, when you gonna come back on?
Yeah.
Because you've been blinking out for coming back on the whole goddamn time. And when you got a 10-year-old living in your house and all they rely on is fucking internet.
My nephew lost his shit.
Never good.
He's 5.
Never good. When you got kids in there that depend on that shit. So, went the whole day Monday with nothing. We thugged it out.
Yeah.
That Tuesday, fuck that. I'm finna go get a fucking generator.
Oh, you went got one?
Hell yeah.
I ain't get one, nigga. I really thugged it.
So this goddamn storm cost me at least $1,700. Generator cost me $1,100 for a generator. I had to get it. That's all they had left was this generator. They had just brought them off the fucking truck.
Yeah.
They had them
how
all.
we got one.
So they had one left?
Huh?
They only had one left?
They only had one kind.
Oh, one kind. Oh, okay.
They only had one kind left.
Okay.
So of course they bring the highest one of the highest motherfuckers in the fucking city. Cause at first they had, before I got there, that load that they had was like $600 or $800 generators. But they saw the line going out the door. People want generators. Bring them high motherfuckers. I'm sure that's what they did. They gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Supply and demand, shit.
Spent $1,100. They only brought 120. I was number 77 in line. Wow. Good luck number. That's the year I was born. I was number 77 in line. Finally got it. Came off $1,100. Still got to buy the gas cans. Still got to go sit in the long ass line
Get some gas.
for gas. Long fucking line for gas.
They press reset on us.
Oh, man, come on, man. So you go every day, going to go buy gas, have to refill it. Just so happened my generator lasts at least 14, 15 hours. And that was good. So I was cool with that. But you still had to go get gas to
How
refill
many
it.
gallons in the hole?
Shit, that motherfucker was...
For them 14 hours.
About 5 to 6.
Oh, that's about $30.
Yeah.
That's about, ooh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that generator, bad motherfucker.
It was either that or get propane because I had the one that do gas and propane.
Oh, okay.
But at the end of the day, and not only that, kids hungry.
Yeah. You got gas stove?
Yeah, I was able to.
Okay, yeah,
we was
but that's
able
how
to,
I was-
yeah,
yeah.
we was able to get away. You know,
See, that's what
with
we
some
grew up
shit.
on.
Yeah,
the
we
shit
grew
like
up on
that, like
shit, yeah.
You like you say, we grew up.
But my experience, I spent a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Be real. Be real. Fuck be real.
Yeah.
I spent $1,700 on some shit that I ain't wanna spend on. But here's the thing about that. I'm grateful to God that I had it. Right. Mm-hmm. Because some people did not have
Well,
nothing.
Preach.
well,
Older people was dying.
Yeah.
Some older people had died in the storm, in the heat, waiting for their lights to get cut back on. So that's the part of the whole thing that I don't like.
You preaching, doctor.
When you got older people
Yes.
and people with needs,
Yes.
that what the fuck could you know? And then what about the people who don't have a car? Who can't
Wow.
get back and forth? And then not only that, everybody that went to cell phones are fucked up.
Come on now.
Out of there. Out of there.
So you can't call nobody.
Preach, doctor.
You can't call people to tell them what's going on, because if you do get through, they phone fucked up.
Come on now. We sound like robot. Man, what you?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, we sound like robot.
Everything was. So, could you imagine this world without now?
Chaos.
Total chaos. And not only that, you had a guy the other day that threatened the goddamn light man.
Yeah,
doing
leave them
his
people
job.
alone,
They actually
man.
jumped on them one. They actually beat one up.
So that
Put him
ain't
in the
their
hospital.
fault, man.
Fucking with them folks.
So now you ain't gonna be able to get the people to come back if a storm come.
Yeah.
So we also gonna talk about nigga shit that happened
Nigga shit.
during the storm too.
Nigga what?
Because that was some nigga
Shit.
shit.
Niggas always doing nigga shit.
Then let's talk about, hold on, let's talk about the nigga shit that the nigga went and got a hot and ready and killed the fucking police officer because he mad because the guy, say man, everybody upset, everybody fucked up. We going through a fucked up time right now in
man.
Houston. You mad because your order got wrong at a goddamn, what was the name of that place?
Little
Caesars.
Caesar's Pizza.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesar.
Ready. It was ready.
Now that ass for to be hot and ready.
Yes, it is.
That's what's about to happen. So it's a lot of nigga shit that went on
Nigga shit.
during the storm. And shout out to the good people who did do shit. I seen people who had the electricity on, had plugs out there for people to come up and plug up their cell phones and shit like that, which is all good.
But you weren't finna go in their house.
No, you ain't going to the house. And they had
You
water.
can plug the cell phone.
You can plug the cell phone.
But
That was just my experience. I'm from now on, I'll be a lot more prepared. And we're gonna go over the preparation list after everybody talk about their experience they had in the storm. Brady Ball, what you got?
man, you know when we was growing up, you know when shit get hard and your grandmother she start singing, I'm coming up. Come on now. On the rough side. Doom, doom, boom, doom, doom. Up the mountain. And she be waving that fan. I'm on
My
best to make it in.
Oh,
Lord. I'm coming up.
We done had church.
Coming up, Jesus. That's what it felt like. You know, your big mama was in the dark. You know, because see, I grew up with no light sometime, too. So I already know how it felt. I knew not to even don't open them windows, because now it's isolated. Don't open them windows up, because don't let no sunlight get in there. But my big mama and them, they ain't have insulation inside the house. So, you know, you got to understand, man. And listen, what's so crazy about it, y'all, I had my week started off, and don't give me no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. My mother had a stroke.
Yeah.
She had a stroke, y'all, on Sunday.
And
Sunday morning. So, and then the hurricane come Monday morning.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, and then I had surgery Thursday on my mouth. So, you know, man, it's just on top of them lights going out. And man, I mean, I had got mustard in the motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. I had got mustard. I don't know what it was that Tussie didn't take like it usually take from it. You know what I'm saying?
Tussie!
Now, you know, Tussie hold you down.
What is that smell?
What is that?
What is the smell?
Shit, I'm talking about I was, you know, hot as a motherfucker up under that. You know, I had to, you know, at one time, nigga, I had to take a cold shower and got in the bed butt naked, nigga. I was in that motherfucker. Woo! Cursing them whole ass. Everybody dropped the ball, man.
Everybody dropped the ball.
It wasn't just no one person. I dropped the ball because I ain't had no generator. I sit up there and saw that generator at the pawn shop. And I say, man, I don't get it. And my dumb ass, yeah. You know how when you look at your bills, and when you look at your bills, you know you're supposed to pay that light bill. Yeah. And then you done went to work and had a good time. Every day you come in, you see that light bill. I need to pay that motherfucker. And then when you come home that one day, you say, man, I'm going to go home and chill. Your motherfucking lights off. That's how it felt like. You know what I'm saying?
I've had that happen before.
Yeah, grown nigga shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know better than that shit. That shit we were raised up on. You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
some arrangements. Call and make a payment.
Man. I'm a call when I got the half.
Yeah. So Nate, how was your experience during the whole storm? Like, what's going on over there?
I thugged it out like a G. I mean, I grew up without no lights.
Yeah.
While I was a student at the Texas Southern University, I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment on McGregor next door to D.C. Coalfields Church. And I lived in there with no lights August and September for 2 months. Sleeping on a leather couch trying to finish college.
Man, that's real.
That wasn't shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Waking up after taking a cold shower, go outside, my car been repossessed. Man, I'm walking back and forth to school, and I'm telling people I'm just trying to work out. Yeah. Shame. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas think I got my shit together, and I'm just a little older than y'all and been through a little bit more. So this was, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, I probably had a couple of places I could have went. One of them, I would have had the DDT this nigga. So I was like, I don't want to go to jail with the lights off. So I'm just going to thug it out at the crib. If I put that code at that house, a fight go with that. So I was like, I don't have the energy. So I could have, but to the point you made earlier, I just thank God that I had the means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even though, shit went from bad to worse in my situation, because now we're going to turn this into testimony service.
Yeah. Come on now.
I forced myself to be here because the last show before the last one we did, I called an Uber up here because my car was in the shop. Got an auto warranty. They ain't paid shit. I had to give these people $3,810.79. Put some of it on my credit card just so I can get some points and try to pay that shit back. Just trying to be, that's my nigga financial expertise. You know what I'm saying? So I swiped that card, snatched the money out the savings, dropped it on that hoe. Okay, so I rolled, fast forward. I took an Uber up here tonight because the flatbed had to come get my truck. Mobile mechanic come by yesterday and say, you ain't got no oil in your car. I said, the devil is a lie because Cadillac just changed that motherfucking oil.
Yeah.
They just changed that oil. I still had bars, nigga. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I watched, right before I got here and got in the shower, I watched my prized Cadillac. I have a very rare Cadillac CTS station wagon with a 3.6 motor in it, hoe. Yeah. I can race like a Camaro in that bitch. I love that car. That was my statement piece, and I'm seeing, now I'm finna possibly have to buy a whole fucking motor. I said I need a drink.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
We got vodka right
here. Oh, no, I got me one of these Peachy Kings from next door at Quad, Houston. Very nice, with a little Uncle Nearest in there. Shout out to Black owned business.
Okay. So check this out. Before we move on, I just want to say, I forgot to tell y'all, this podcast was brought to you by Brock Brand. Brought to you by Brock Brand, brought to you by Quad Houston, and also brought to you by the Den Cigar Lounge. All right. So right now we're just talking about the storm, and y'all got spear fingers? Oh, okay, y'all clap. Okay. See who doing this here? I'm like, they got spear fingers.
Spear fingers.
So we talking about everybody's experience through the storm, and these are G's up here. These are everybody been on a storm before. Okay. Coco, how was you look like you partied during your time.
So listen, I'm going to give y'all a little background. I don't do intros and stuff like that. So I'm going to give y'all an intro. So I work in marketing. I've been doing this 20 years of my life. I also do club promotion. So I get to see people come out in Houston. They normally all come out in droves. The day before we have a hurricane, or the day before we have a big storm, even before COVID, when they shut the city down, people came out in droves. This was no different. People were outside on Sunday. Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I work, but I work somewhere, and it was popping. So anyway. Well, like I said, my neighborhood did not go out and the lights did not go out. However, my experience was much like yours, Pop, that at 6 o'clock, the lights were going in and out every 20, 30 minutes. I mean, every 20, 30 seconds. And then I had a big ass lull at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then it just stayed out. So I just went to sleep. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to wake up and it's going to be out. I prepared my mind to be out without lights. But what me and my sister have a pact on is when we're not prepared for a storm, the lights go out. But when we are prepared for a storm, the lights stay on. So when they said it was coming towards Houston, we both looked like we came to that realization together, and we were like, girl, let's go now. We got hopped in the car and just bought up a bunch of shit, and the stores was picked through, like you said. People had already started going to the store because they said last minute that we're gonna have it. Whatever. So we got what we could, and it was very packed. And by the grace of God, we didn't have to go out without lights. But a lot of my friends, I have half and half. Half of the city that I know, because I know a lot of people from working in nightlife for 20 years. Half of my friends didn't have lights, but half of them did the whole time. So I don't know. That's a whole nother thing right there. And I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole, but yeah, and I do agree with y'all that Centerpoint, the city, meteorologists, weather people, all of them need to be held accountable. Because why did these linemen take 2 days, almost 2 days to get to work, to start working on the lines? And Houston is fucked up. They throwing out food everywhere at H-E-B and Kroger, Target. They throwing out all kind of food that could have been, salvaged or used, whatever. And they're not even letting they're not even let the government declare Texas or Houston as a disaster. So we're not even getting the full benefits when people are paying, like what Pop said, he paying over $1,000 or thousands of dollars over a course of almost 2 weeks now, because there's people here in this 10 days that people don't have lights. They're still not giving their money back. They're not replenishing their fridges, but H-E-B and Kroger are. They're giving 10% off of freezer food right now. But whatever. I'm so disappointed in my city, even though we are always prepared. I've been through this so many times. We got a grill. We got food that we keep that, you can put on the grill. But we shouldn't have to go through that, especially in the summertime. That's just how I feel about it.
All right. Lee, how was your time in the storm? I've been through the storm.
Man, it was tough for me. It was tough. I swear, that night before the storm happened, I felt God say, go get your car off the street. I was like, man, I'm all right. I don't feel like it. I'm just going, whatever. The neighbor called and said, man, you need to get your car because your muffler is underwater. So I go get up 4:35 in the morning. I walk out, the water's to my knee.
Damn.
I open the door of my car, water's already in the floorboards of the door of my car. So I'm like, man.
You got full coverage, huh?
I had full coverage,
All right,
thank
great.
God.
If they got a note, let it flow.
So,
As long as you ain't trying to start it up.
I like
while
that.
the water, long as you
Gap
try to
will
start it
handle
up,
that.
it's still good.
yeah, so I got in the car, started up, it worked fine and everything. Yeah. So I did move it up until the driveway, which is a little steep. So anyway, so insurance, trying to take care of everything. The people who towed the car to the salvage place, they towed it without the key. So they saying my electrical system is out. Wow. Nothing works. My radio doesn't work. My car is total. I was like, well, how can it be total if I still got the key? Because when I drove it last time, it worked. So anyway, I'm working through that. I was without 5 days. I had great friends say, come stay with me. And, man, it was some really, really.
Want to do it?
Yeah, God really kind of looked out. But I should have listened and just got up and put my car. I wouldn't be through all of this, but I learned. I mean, life is a learning experience.
Indeed.
I'm from Houston, yeah.
Terrence, you got 5 minutes to tell us what happened.
Well, first of all, I'm a first responder. So I got the notification. As soon as I got the notification, my lights went out. And then, I'm sitting here dressing in the dark. So I had to be at the hospital because we have two teams. We got the ride-out team and we got the recovery team. I'm on a ride-out team. So that means we had to be there and get everything ready, take care of the patients that are there. And for those that we had to make space for, because we all know what happened with the lights out and everything else. So that's what I did. Now I had to drive through this storm. Can you imagine? So, I'm coming straight down McGregor, and I can see the tip of McGregor, starting to spill over into the street. Damn. So by the grace of God, I made it there just in time, So, that was pretty much my experience at the hospital. Now, after that, I had to take care of my own personal stuff then. A lot of us weren't able to take care of our personal stuff and pack our clothes as we could because they told us to get there as soon as possible, So it was an emergency situation because the storm actually changed, according to what they were telling us. And at the last minute, they started just calling everybody in.
Clint, you busy nowadays, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm super busy right now. Well, when I was at home, like Pop did, my lights flickered about 4 or 5 times. Yeah. I'm upstairs in the cowboy room, so I'm watching old stuff on TV. So then all of a sudden, everything just go off. So I'm like, I ain't gonna trip. So the lights go off. I give it a day. I give it another day. So after the second day, I was like, shoot, I'm finna get up out of here. But luckily, I contacted like family that I have here. Luckily, thank God I have a truck.
Yeah.
I got rid of my cars a couple of years ago. So thank God I have a truck. So I just went around to everybody I knew, family and friends. Yo, y'all want to catch this ride? Y'all catch this ride with me. And I left and I went to Dallas. I stayed in Dallas for a couple of days. And when I came back to check on my home, as soon as I pull up in the driveway, my lights cut back out.
Man.
Yeah, cause in the neighborhood where I live at, the way the power lines run in my neighborhood, you can actually walk to the edge of my neighborhood. You see like 6 trees that's broke all the power lines on the side. I'm like, shit, it's time to go. It's time to get up out of here.
So I actually got cool with my neighbors.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you,
no bullshit.
I love black people.
That part.
I hate niggas. Now, I got my neighbor on the left side of me, he white, and a neighbor over there to me, he a black guy, and another neighbor down there, he African.
That sound like one of my
I got
brothers.
a chance to, meet these guys, right? And everybody looked out for everybody. One of my neighbors went to the store and said, "Hey, I'm going to get a gas can and this and that. You need one?" Yeah. Pick me up a gas can. I'm getting ready to cash up and back. He say, "No, don't worry about it. You bought the fireworks the other day, so you did all that. So don't worry about it." I say, "Man,
Look at God.
I love that.
so, community." The white guy next to me, he's like, remember on Home Improvement, the guy that's next door, he always
Yeah.
Oh, Wilson.
he's like a Wilson, cool as hell, cool as fuck. And so we got closer during that time, but we met each other before then.
Yeah.
The last time me and my neighbor next door to me, the white, Derek, I ain't gonna call him white guy. Derek, we had something on the news in our neighborhood that some youngsters was robbing people in our neighborhood.
Damn.
What they was doing, they was following people home, and I'm gonna say it like this here, we stay in the upper echelon of humble. So like it's, people don't really, you really never thought it'd be like that. So I tell my neighbor next door to me what was going on and showed him the video. And I told him, I say, "Hey, I'm a gun owner." He said the same thing. "I'm a gun owner." He's a gun owner.
Yeah.
He's a gun owner. Across the street is a gun owner. I said, "Well, God damn it, I'm glad we all gun owners."
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Wow. West up in this hoe.
Hell yeah.
So what I'm saying is this: I'm when you move in certain places, pay attention to your surroundings and who you staying next to.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can stay next to some niggas. Niggas don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Black folks do,
Well.
but niggas don't give a damn. And some people be saying, "Man, I can't stay around Hispanics." And nah, fuck that. I'd rather stay around Hispanics than white.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, they gonna look out for you.
Yeah.
And every time them Mexicans had a party that I stayed next door to, you want a cerveza?
Yeah.
Come on over.
Come through, Menudo.
Yeah.
Shit.
Beans and rice.
Fuck all that who you stay around, because one
Yeah.
thing about it, niggas will fuck you up worse than anybody else.
Damn, I hate when people say that.
But it's just a fact though.
Yeah, but that don't mean it don't hurt no less.
No, it hurt. Because
there's some truth there.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, next time you go and when you move into a house, I don't know about apartments. Apartments are a little different because you never know who you're staying next to. But pay attention to the surroundings that you like. Look at your neighborhood when you pull up.
Yeah.
You know you get what you're getting yourself into when you pull up to those neighborhoods.
Go through there at night.
Because if you go to a neighborhood and motherfucker got an old car on the side of the street and it's on flat, you know you finna deal with some niggas in a minute.
Not it.
I'm telling you. But through the whole storm, though, man, I'm gonna say this: Generac and generators made over millions
Trillions.
and millions
Gillians.
and millions of dollars
Got Gillians.
off of Houston alone.
I'm a Houston alone.
You know how many generators was sold every day?
My homeboy thought he was doing something clever. He said, you know what, I'm going to order one from Home Depot in Iowa. I said, nigga, them shipping fee going to tear your ass up. You might well buy one here. I said, that don't necessarily mean it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Nope.
Or, you're right, or it might take longer because
longer.
those emergency vehicles are going to, you know, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my brother-in-law stood in line for a generator. And, you know, he said I think they were like number 3 or 4. He said, but they were standing there starting to line up. And as soon as they started lining up, the truck pulled up. And like you said, it was the same ones. Everybody had to buy the same shit.
The same one.
Yeah.
Them people made a boatload. I was about to say dope shit, money.
So here's what we're doing.
R.I.P. Pimp.
Here's what we're doing. Next time, because it's going to be a next time. We live in Houston. We already know what it is.
It's one coming in August.
We know. Okay. We know it's another one coming in real soon.
It's coming.
We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, before we get into y'all favorite president,
I'm gonna take a nap.
we're going to talk about
My heart can't.
we're going to talk about preparation.
I thought you would say reparations. Nigga.
No, that's a whole nother.
Hey, that's
I
over
about to
with.
say I don't know where you heard that word. And it damn sure ain't came out of no Trump mouth.
So like,
What? Wrap around.
It ain't
You
come out of
wrap around
Biden mouth
skirt.
neither.
You can
Shit.
get a wraparound skirt. You can get no reparation.
what I want to talk about before we end the storm conversation, I want to talk about what we must do to prepare and get other people to understand and prepare for the storm. We got a lot of people that ain't from Houston, that ain't never been through this shit, and
They complaining.
Well,
Ooh,
Yeah.
they complaining.
if
Yeah,
they
bye,
move back, they
bruh,
move back.
bye.
But here's what I'm gonna tell you though. One thing about it, I don't give a fuck where you move at in the United States. It's something
It's
fucked
something.
up.
Yeah.
It's something.
You go to Cali.
I want them to move back where they
something
came
down
from because the traffic is terrible here and
If
the
you-
crime here
Yeah.
is terrible.
If you go to Cali, you got to deal with mudslides, earthquakes.
I got an earthquake. I got one.
Wildfires.
They
You
got
got to
one.
deal with
Crips,
all this shit.
bloods, all that shit.
Well, the
Yeah.
Crips and Bloods. That's all.
What color you go out?
We talking about natural
You in
disaster.
That is a natural
You don't
nigga
want beige.
disaster.
You don't want beige for a
That's
whole
a
month.
natural nigga
I
disaster.
mean, but if you go up north, you still got to deal with snow.
That's it.
You got to deal with blizzards. You got to deal with cold
Yeah.
shit.
I had one, and that shit feel like Armageddon for real.
Yeah.
It be 3:00 in the morning. I lived in New York for 8 years. They had a snowstorm so bad, people were stuck in their cars for almost 24 hours because the snow had got so slushy, and so the shit done built up. You know what I mean? And I remember dozing off and waking up because I'm scared to death because I hear people arguing in the building next door. People arguing and fighting because ain't no food. They ain't had, you know what I'm saying? You hear the horns blowing.
Son.
It sounded like some shit off a movie. And I remember just sitting in the middle of my bed praying so hard because it really, it was some scary shit. So like you said, everywhere you go, it's going to be something.
It don't matter where you go in the United States. You're gonna have to deal with some element of nature.
Yeah,
So-
that snow and that ice, it get heavy. Once it get wet,
Yeah.
it gets super heavy.
Yeah.
It's
So one of the
almost-
scariest places is Montana, where them white folks be.
Well, they like that type of shit.
They own natural disaster. That
Yeah.
shit is crazy.
They like that. They like that shit. So we're gonna take a quick break. What you gotta? How long our break? 10 minutes. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all color folks this. Do not go far. Do not leave out the door. Cause it be hell trying to get y'all back sometimes. All right, y'all. So before we wrap this whole thing up about the storm, name something that you're gonna do next time to be better prepared for the storm. For me, I'm just gonna go get some more meat, and I'll be cool. lunch meat, stuff like that. I'll be cool. Lunch meat and some sausages and probably some ribs and stuff like chicken. I can put all that shit on the pit. I'm cool with that. What you got, Brady Bob?
Man, I'm gonna have to get a generator. That's the only thing. I did everything the right. I was good on everything. Because I haven't ate meat in 6 weeks. So I wouldn't be worrying about barbecuing. I still was able to eat my salads. I ate like 60 salads. You know what I'm saying, through the whole thing. And ate me some, stacked up on my the pecans, walnuts, all that shit, my fruit. My fruit didn't go bad. I ate the shit out that shit.
Yeah.
So my thing is I need to get me a generator,
So a generator with you?
Yeah, generator. That's what I need to do.
Okay, well, big ups to Brady Ball for sticking to that health plan,
Yeah,
because
been on it.
I went in there and discovered flaming hot Fritos. So, like, nigga, I gotta get my life together because I passed up all the nuts and went straight to some flaming hot Fritos. But another good setup there, Brady Ball, because I was gonna say I'm trying to find me a boo with a generator. Shit, I mean, you know what I'm saying? By the way, come on, like, I can't go to work. I work from home. I ain't got no internet.
So
Might as well be productive, burn some calories, and eat.
what you got, Coco?
So, like, I'm from Houston, so I'm very prepared for storms. And when storms happen in Houston, we already got a pit. We already know what to get. We put everything in the freezer, bottled water, 100 bottled water. It's like 20, 30 bottles of water in the freezer. Freeze that shit.
Yeah.
And we be good. But I think I need a generator just in case.
Yeah.
Because what if my lights have went out, even though I froze all those bottles of water, I cleaned out all of my whatever. I cleaned out everything to make sure I put all my foods in there. A generator when I,
Hey, Coco, I'm gonna tell you, a generator don't belong in the house when you turn it on.
No, I live in an apartment, so
Okay.
I have to have an electric generator. And the only way I would do two. I'll have one for the refrigerator because it's gonna be maximum, and then one for the appliances.
Really, all you need generator for the refrigerator,
Yeah.
internet,
And the fans.
and fans.
Gotta have some fans.
Okay,
Lowe's got the one that's battery operated. It's,
Oh, yeah?
You just plug it in
Yeah.
and let it charge.
Yeah, that's really all you need: the internet, fans, and refrigerator. That's it.
What? No, it's
Got
solar powered. It's solar powered.
Oh,
They
that's
got
loud.
solar
Yeah,
powered.
solar power panels.
So
That's loud.
I'm gonna tell you the fucked up thing about a solar power one.
What?
What?
So the solar power is cool, but when you because my business partner had one,
Okay.
and his lights just got turned back on yesterday. But when they hook the solar power up, it worked. But to recharge it, it's a separate piece you gotta buy. They don't tell you about.
Oh.
So you gotta buy that separate piece up front. If not, that shit gonna only work for that one day, and you fuck.
Well, thank God you said that because, of course, me and then other people that watch your show will know to not just get the generator, keep it in a box, and when you need it, pull it out, and then you ain't got the piece. You got to call somebody. Going to take 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days to get it. So,
But yeah,
thank you.
I'm gonna take.
Absolutely.
Still seem worth it though because you can use the God's natural.
but make sure. But just what I'm saying is, make
you
sure
have to
you
have
get
the-
that
Yeah,
other
no, but I'm
piece.
saying it's still. I still feel like it's worth buying the extra part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lee, what you
would
got?
know.
It's an
What
investment.
you got, Lee?
No shit.
I think next time I'm bouncing. I'm just gone. I'm gonna take care of my car and I'm gonna bounce. Maybe put my car somewhere where I keep. Thank God I kept full coverage on it. But yeah, I'm out of here.
Put it in the garage.
So Lee, you just flee in the city.
I'm
if the
gone.
hurricane come back,
I'm gone.
If another one come back, okay,
If it's coming from the east, I'm going to the west.
gotcha. Tans, what you doing next time?
I'm gonna get a Bible and pray it don't be a category 5 the next time it come through here.
Hold on. You what?
Get a Bible and pray
That is
that
not.
the next storm that comes is not a category 5.
Category 5.
That wasn't no category 5.
I know, and that's messed up.
Category 1.
And that was just a 1.
No, it was a 1. I'm saying.
Imagine if it was a 5.
You said preparation. I said let's pray.
Cunningham,
Little piece of paper.
come. Oh, that's right. Both of y'all, come get this Madison nigga from over here.
said category 5.
Hey, weather is unpredictable.
We don't even need it to be a category 1. All we need is a tropical storm or a derecho like we had in May, and we fucked up for a whole week. So a category
But
5,
definitely
boy,
more-
you tripping.
Category 5, I'm leaving.
Clint,
Definitely more water.
Clint, what you got?
I'm going to get a generator so I leave town.
A generator?
I'm going to get a generator for the house here and the house I got out of town.
Oh, I could just get more friends with generators.
So what you got, Cunningham? For FEMA.
And I was looking for something.
So if y'all got any questions, we got a FEMA specialist in there. We got a FEMA specialist in there. Y'all have any questions? Go holler at Richard Cunningham. All right. So besides the hurricane, besides what happened last week with that, Saturday. Don't go to sleep yet. Saturday, I'm sitting in there smoking a cigar, and I look up, breaking news. I look up, it's breaking news, and the attempt of somebody trying to shoot Donald Trump. And we kind of like stopped everything, like, hold on, what the fuck just happened? Somebody tried to kill Donald Trump for real?
You saw that?
So here's what I'm gonna say about that. Now it's been a conspiracy. Nah, I tell people, man, you think nigga got shot for real, and I'm gonna call Donald Trump a nigga because he do nigga shit.
Indeed,
Honestly.
sir. Indeed.
He like that though. He like
He
that.
do nigga shit.
Indeed. That's why you.
And did y'all know 50 Cent song Many Men went up 25% on streaming after he got shot?
Damn.
He walked in the RNC on that song.
Nigga shit.
Nigga shit.
He like that shit. I like Trump. I fuck with Trump.
No,
He ain't racist.
no.
That nigga ain't racist.
Here's what I'm saying about Trump.
He a nigga.
He's a nigga.
He a nigga.
He's funny than a motherfucker.
Funny than the
man.
bitch. I fuck with Trump.
But so what I'm saying is, a couple more inches to the right, he'd have been out of there, and then we'd been probably in the Civil War right now.
Facts.
That's the good thing that he didn't get killed, because
Yeah,
you got some
thought they fucked up the White House January 6th.
You got some crazy motherfuckers out there
It's red coats, white coats.
that love that dude, that would lay their life down for him. Now, when I'm watching the video, I'm looking at his detail. Is it me, or do his detail look like some motherfuckers off Men in Black?
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. If
Did you see the two chicks?
Now it was 5 chicks. It was
Well-
5 chicks at the van. It was 5 ladies at the van.
I'm talking about trying to cover him up. So it was 2 chicks trying to come up, and then there was some more guys trying to cover him up. But y'all not covering him up good because his head's still sticking up.
Yeah.
And he pumping his fist. Don't you? I'm not an expert, or I'm not.
Right.
I'm
don't
not Secret
fuck with the
Service.
CIA.
I'm not Secret Service. But don't you supposed to have his head down, rushing him out?
Yeah.
Out.
Is that? Am
He wasn't
I?
supposed to get that photo out.
Well,
He wasn't supposed to get that photo
I'm
out.
gonna let you go because by his head sticking up, it's a motherfucker out there can shoot him.
Yeah.
It could have been JFK all over again.
Exactly. That's what I was
And
about
now
to say.
we're learning that it was 2 shooters. I don't know if you've been watching the news lately. It was 2 shooters.
But
They only eliminated the
This-
threat for 1.
hold on,
Crazy.
do he still have the same security detail?
He better fire
Yeah,
everybody.
he supposed to have it. It's supposed to follow him for life.
No,
Yeah, for life.
all them motherfuckers need to. No,
10
listen
years.
to me.
It's 10 years.
No, listen to me. All them motherfuckers need to be fired. Every single last security detail
You get same
need
details
to
for
be
10 years.
fired. There was no way in hell
No way.
this man supposed to have his head up.
We'll get up out of Dodge with that.
There was no way in hell that this man's head was supposed to pop up
Pew.
and he's supposed to do this here.
Black Power. Black Power.
His head was supposed to be down going to the car. You never supposed to saw him again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
Never.
But they let this motherfucker.
Man, Trump don't give a damn. Y'all still worrying about that. That nigga don't care.
It ain't the part that he don't give a damn. It ain't him. It's his detail. They supposed to have his ass down.
Trump got up on his own motherfucking self. He don't give a
Niggas was
damn.
definitely
listen,
B-team.
no, listen,
They
I
were
know what you're
B-team.
saying.
They
Now
were
them niggas
B-team.
were D-team.
I know what you're
Right.
saying.
All
D-team.
Yeah.
They was
all I'm saying is,
B-team.
I'm not a Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
I done seen enough movies, though.
Hey, fellas, I'm not a Secret
done
Service
watched some
agent,
movies.
but I done watched enough of White House Down.
Come on.
Yeah.
London, I have watched enough of London Has
24.
Fallen.
Yeah. Yeah.
21.
Yeah. 21. Yeah.
I done watched enough of these president movies
Come on with it.
to know this motherfucker head supposed to be down
Yeah.
going to the truck.
Yeah.
But yet still they let him.
Black Power, I'm telling you. He was doing that on the way out.
Did you see the one of the picture on the internet where he was in the wheelchair like Tupac when Tupac got shot and he come out of that
Stop
motherfucker?
it.
They had
Bullshit.
Trump. No, Trump was. They had his face on the thing. Trump's face was in the wheelchair. You remember when Tupac got shot?
So they cropped his face.
They cropped his face and he walked.
The internet is undefeated.
Man, I'm talking about.
I'm surprised he didn't play 5 shots didn't drop it. I took it in his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get no Tupac on there and played that. Man, I'm glad. Number one, listen, I'm glad he didn't die
Yeah. Low key.
because
There was all them white folks out there. They
I
wouldn't.
ain't got no bullets.
They ain't think them
I
white
ain't
folks.
got no bullets
I ain't
neither.
got no bullets.
Crazy thing about it is, it was his own kind.
Yeah, it was on his own white on white crime.
It was
Shit.
It was not the.
It wasn't
what's it
niggas.
called? The immigrants that he always talk. And what he was talking about while he got shot was about immigration and people coming into the United States and everything like that. It was his own kind,
Yeah, his own
domestic
people.
terrorism. But
Let me tell you
nobody wants
something.
to talk about that.
And
Oh
they're not
yeah,
gonna
we
call
talk
that
about
white
it.
on
We
white.
talk about it.
Let me tell you
We
something.
talk about it. Yeah,
The
we talk
worst
about it.
terrorism is ingrown, homegrown terrorism.
Homegrown.
Those are the worst motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got people out there that hate United States and other countries and shit like that.
But we got our own
But
that
you
hate.
got, you got your own
Yeah.
people
Tainting the soul.
right here on the soil, born and raised right here, that hate the United States and that will go and shoot up a school,
Yeah.
shoot up a mall, shoot up a movie
church.
theater, a church, and we'll shoot at the next president. Because honestly, he's going to be the next president. I'm just going
Yeah.
to tell you that right now.
And then you know that little thing on his ear. That's a by Drake beats. That's the little thing on his ear.
Hey, Beast just went
Beats
up.
by Trump. Nigga.
Beast just went up.
But
Beast
did
went
y'all
up.
see that he had
Beast
at
went up.
first they say he had the bandage on the wrong side. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, the
They showed a picture where I think he got shot, like it's supposed to be on this ear, and he had on his right.
side, but the
So
bandage
they
was on the
say he
left.
come out. First of all, they say he went golfing after the incident.
Yeah.
He went golfing, nothing on his ear. He pulled up to the convention with the band with a panty liner on the wrong side.
Oh.
The black dude who he thought was gonna pick him for VP, tell the nigga, hey bro, that's on the wrong side.
So,
He slide up on him and is like, hey, that nigga turn around, come back, it's on the right
so
side
they
now.
cut and come back. It's on the right
So
side.
who
On the right side.
is you talking about? You talking?
But did y'all see all them black men speaking on the Republican National Convention? It was a lot of black men. Ooh, it was a lot of Republicans.
Shameful.
What's the black dude
Hunt?
that thought
Was
he
it
was
Hunt?
gonna be?
Hunt?
Yeah, the coon.
No, you said it right.
Little goofy ass.
You said it right.
The one for
Coon is
North
right.
Carolina.
Yeah, I think that's so.
All of
Kinda
them
the
look
big
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb. They just dumb.
I forgot his name.
What's his name?
Hold on,
Terrence,
let me
you know
see.
his name.
I don't know.
What is his
Ben
name?
Carson.
There you go.
There you go right there.
Oh, Ben Carson.
Yeah.
Ben Carson.
Ben
Mike
Carson.
Hurst.
No, I'm saying Dr. Ben
I bet
Carson.
he
I'm
have
sorry.
sex with his family members.
Not the
So-
housing development guy.
So
The guy with housing
he
development.
has.
Look at these folks. They got his shirt.
So listen. So he has made money off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has some shoes.
Yes.
Trump has some shoes made with the picture on the side and made millions off them shoes. So all I'm gonna say
He's
is
smart. Opportunities.
motherfucking Donald Trump
Did it again.
did it again.
Did it again, man.
He can turn this shit into a reality show all over again.
And I'm gonna tell y'all may not like it, or y'all may not agree with me, but Donald Trump is gonna be the president again.
Yeah.
But let me tell you why that's so true. Because people put so much emphasis in voting for the president, where your vote really has the most value is in these local elections. So let me tell you something. I was student body president at the Texas Southern University. I worked in the community tirelessly. I was the membership chair for the Students for Obama chapter for Texas Southern University. I had one of the largest chapters in the country. We had black folks in droves ready to meet this man. My professor was a friend of the Obamas, had this man on speakerphone in one of our adjunct classrooms. So I was vested from day one. I volunteered. I met Michelle and former President Obama. So this shit is more than the presidency. It was amazing seeing a black man in office. I hosted voter registration rallies, and this lady was 99 years old, had never registered to vote, came and I registered her personally. So I do not take for granted that the importance of that vote, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Electoral College, and I'm just going to put a period right there. But when you start talking about those representatives,
That's who you need to
that
vote
is
for, your
those are the
representatives.
votes that
Your
have
representatives.
the most value.
Value.
I've worked on campaigns. I've done block walking, canvassing. My whole living room had maps because I'm putting together areas for volunteers because that is the shit that matters. That is where your vote, that's where the bloodshed means the most, because if your representatives do not have your best interest in mind, when they go up to the Capitol to represent you, they ain't gonna be talking your language. They not gonna be worried about what the fuck you got going on. So it's those elections that people just kind of be like, you know what I'm saying? Those are the elections that really matter. So we gotta start getting more involved into what's going on with us locally. When I lived in New York, I used to mail in my ballot every year. And people used to ask me, why do you still vote in Texas? I said, because the people I love are there. I'm voting for their best interest. I don't give a shit about what's going on in New York, because home always going to be home. So we need to put that emphasis. We need to put that pressure on these local elections. That's the shit. That's where the rubber really meets the road.
So, and I'm gonna tell you, so black folks, us, and niggas, we do not. I've heard black folks say, I didn't vote for mayor, I didn't vote for governor, but they vote for the president.
You can never vote for a president. It has never been. You never vote for a president. Presidents are.
Who's the Electoral College?
This is electoral college, but you never vote for president. Your elected officials. Yeah. All your elected officials. That's who put the president in office. You, us, black, white, Mexican, whatever. We never put a president in office. This are electoral officials that put a president in office. You. Only your vote only counts when it's like for popularity, who you like the most. That's what it is. Who you like. Like I like Obama. I like Joe. I like Trump. That's what your vote counts for. But other than that, no person has ever voted and put a president in office.
And I vote every time. That's government, state, and
that's where you should vote. Government, state, all that old. I'm gonna vote for this president. That don't even count. That just show who you like. That's all.
What you gotta say?
You know, it's funny that you said that you already predicting it. Now you gotta remember the census predicted that too, that he was gonna win. You know, every time the census predicts something, that happens. So, but knowing that Trump is gonna win, I know he's gonna win because Elon Musk is gonna get this boy $45 million per month. From here until now, y'all tally $45 million per month. You tally that $45
million a month.
A month? What man on his campaign? He gonna win. Can't nobody else.
I mean,
well, one thing.
Yeah.
One thing, I mean, that's an advantage for him, but also an advantage for Biden is them student loans he forgave.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be Biden's advantage.
So
it's gonna be interesting. I don't know who's gonna win, but it's just gonna be interesting.
So I just read on TMZ, and you know TMZ always got the scoop on some shit. TMZ just said Barack Obama asked Joe to drop out.
They're gonna throw Michelle up there.
Can you see this happening?
Oh, if they throw up
They're
there.
gonna throw Shell up there.
No, I can't see it happening.
I can't see it happening.
You can't see that happening.
Her name
No.
been out there though.
I mean,
Her name been out there. Hillary ran shit.
I mean,
What about Kamala Harris? And where's she been, y'all? What the hell she been?
we're not even counting her. She don't even count.
Damn.
But if Joe Biden were to drop out of the presidential election at this time, then more than likely, me being a national delegate, we would have the opportunity to select someone else, and the obvious person that's there right now is Kamala, because she's already the vice president.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You know, and right now we're gonna take a roll call vote, virtual roll call vote next week to certify Biden as the nominee.
So here's what I want to say. We can talk all that shit about who gonna do what. Either way, we fuck. Period. Let's just face it. Joe 100 years old.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Trump
All these
100 years
old-ass
old.
people delegating what
And
we
Trump
gotta do
is
for the country.
99.
Yeah.
So
Did you?
why we don't have no younger up and coming stars in politics?
Yeah.
Cause that's all they are, stars.
It's that old. There's still old money out there, man. It's still old money out there. Don't get it twisted. Them good old boys still living.
Yeah, you know them Rockefellers still rocking.
They still living, doctor.
The Rockefellers, them Chases.
I was listening to Vance Jones, and he was like, this election is about someone who can be the president and someone who shouldn't be the president. I'm like, damn, that puts things in perspective right there.
And honestly, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You got somebody who can't do it and somebody who shouldn't do it. So pick your poison on which one you want.
But see, that go with the same thing as going with like Ronald Reagan, TV star. How you gonna elect a TV star as president?
Right.
Ronald Reagan.
Let's do this. Who's been the best president in our lifetime?
Who's been the best president in our lifetime? Hold on. So here's what I'm gonna say about that.
Nobody.
The best president in my lifetime?
Jimmy Carter.
No.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter was
That
your
was my
best
first
president. Now Carter.
So
We talking about we or us as a people? We talking
no,
about black people.
I'm going to say the best president in my lifetime, and I'm gonna tell you the why.
He got some head.
Was Bill Clinton.
Got some head. Cause he got
Now
some
it was
head.
Jimmy Carter first.
And she kept the dress and ass there.
That too.
Not only. listen. Besides him getting his dick sucked,
busted on her gown.
Besides he getting his dick sucked, I'm not talking about that. But remember back during Clinton era. During Clinton era, you can get a job, quit the motherfucker, and go right down the street and get another job. It was so easy getting jobs. Motherfuckers were making money during the Clinton era. Was it me or I'm just?
I second that.
Motherfuckers were getting jobs like it wasn't nothing back then. I'm talking about good ass jobs. I could leave one spot, go down the street, and get another job like that.
You say fuck them. Go down the street.
I think I had 7 jobs in 1 year.
I probably did too. Shit.
I know I did.
I feel like we wasn't divided either, like we are right now.
Yeah.
No.
Racism is going racism.
Well, no, we.
Yeah, because it's more blatant, it's more in your face, and they're proud of the dumb shit that they doing.
Have y'all been watching the
Because
Republican
of
National
Trump.
Convention?
Yeah.
Man, they are really going in on them transgenders too. If y'all listen to what they saying, they on their ass. They on them people ass.
Well, I don't have a say in the transgender shit. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
I'm just saying they on their ass.
Yeah.
The Republicans, they talking, they like, and the transgender people don't know their race. I mean, know their genders and they
Well,
on their ass, man, about that shit.
Obama was caping for them because they were the largest people who like what is it called when you send money in?
Demographic.
When they were lobbying for them. He was
Okay,
they were lobbying for him. So giving him money, making sure that they got their agenda across. Black people did not do anything. They did not put money into any presidential campaign or any local or state official.
Because they feel like he got me.
Because he got me because of color.
He black,
you cannot
so
do
we
that.
good.
You have to
Yeah.
put your money where your mouth is. You have to go out there and vote for the people that you want. It's not because of skin color. It's about that money when it comes to politics, and that's it. Like, they're not going to sit there and take your stance because you look alike. That's not how that goes.
Yeah.
So if, when Obama was the president and he got a lot of these LGBTQ, whatever going on and we didn't get anything from him not much from him, or I think anything, it's because we did not support him as we should when it comes for local, state, and when it comes to him, the presidential. So that's what I got to say. If they get whatever they want, they get whatever they want because their money is going where their mouth is.
Now the worst president in my lifetime.
Reagan. It got to be Reagan.
No.
The Bush brothers.
Reagan.
Fucking
Bush
Reagan.
brothers.
Reagan.
That's the
Yeah,
crack
Reagan.
president.
Reagan. So,
That's the crack president.
and everybody know what Reagan did.
Reaganomics.
He flooded the streets in our neighborhoods with dope.
Crack cocaine.
He flooded the
New Jack
motherfucker.
City. New Jack City. Shout out to New Jack City. Florida.
And we grew up in that time with the crack when the crack hit the streets.
And Nancy was pushing there. Wasn't that some bullshit?
Hey,
I was in the
here's-
chicken club.
and I ain't gonna lie. The crack epidemic was funny. And was it me or did we have some fun during the crack time?
And did. We were jumping off the port 13, 14, 15.
We had fun during the crack epidemic time.
We
Niggas
did our
was
goddamn
making
thing.
Money, buying houses and
Niggas
cars,
doing all kind of shit. Niggas
taking trips.
had beepers.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Come on,
Oh,
people.
they call y'all the latchkey kids for that
we was
reason.
the latchkey kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Parents was working. Shit.
but Reagan to me was the worst because we
Yeah.
know what he did. And we know what he did to our neighborhoods.
He tore up the black community.
The first Bush, he was just a glimpse. He came in and came right out.
Yeah. He was quiet.
Clinton came, then Junior.
Goofy ass.
Junior was funny than the motherfucker.
Junior was funny.
Goofy ass.
He was out the
nigga.
chain. Hey. He always be bouncing when he
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey.
Y'all don't think. Y'all
I
don't
like
think-
Junior. I like the
Y'all don't
Junior.
think Junior was funny. Junior
Funny
was
than
He
funny.
was dopey, man. He was so dopey.
Junior was alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That nigga be fucked up.
Let them fuck with me. I'll get their asses back. Shit.
But I can still remember during the time that Obama was running and the feeling that you had during that time him running. Motherfuckers was wearing Obama shirts. I had like 3 of them some bitches.
Yeah.
Obama shirts.
Oh, Obama
So,
shirts.
this one time, right before the first, I'm working, and after work we used to go to bars, you know, in the little neighborhoods where we worked at. So I go to this bar one time, I got the Obama shirt on. White guy walked up to me. So why are you voting for Obama? Because he's black?
Black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You sure right.
Absolutely. Yep.
Then he started asking some more questions. I say, man, go on, man. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Chill
into
out.
that shit. So we get ready to walk outside. As we walking outside, he's in his truck. And the motherfucker pulled up in front of me and said something.
Ooh.
I said, what the fuck you say? He say, take that fucking shirt off, nigga.
Ooh, got him.
Man, I jumped in my car, tried to chase that motherfucker, and ended up hitting the curb trying to chase.
Hell no.
Fucked up my car, because I was finna whoop his ass for real.
Can
But-
I share my story with how I met when I met Barack Obama? We were volunteering for a fundraiser at this architect house. This architect that actually designed some buildings at TSU, he had a fundraiser at his house. And we, my friend who's, my mentor and my professor at the time, he said, pull the crew together. I need y'all to volunteer for this event. So we're standing at this table on these people's beautiful green grass, and we're collecting checks as people are walking in, making their donations. All of a sudden, we see this motorcade coming down, and he in a green Suburban. The Suburban stops right there at the sidewalk. He hops out. You see the Secret Service; they already planted. Circling back to your point, them Secret Service wasn't Secret Service, so they already at points. You hear him hitting the thing. Whatever his code was, he coming up. He hops out the car. He sees us over at the table collecting checks. That man, he goes out of security detail, walks over to us, introduces himself as if we don't know who this nigga is. How y'all doing? My name is Barack Obama. That nigga extended his hand. He asked us all our names. He asked us what university we went to. Talked to us. Thank you for being a part of the campaign. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are the people that really make this shit happen. I was voting for him because he was black and I had heard his voice in real life. I was voting because I heard a black man say he was running for president. I was already sold. But when that shit there happened, nigga, I was in that bitch knuck if you buck for that nigga. Like, nigga, nigga, we built this country. You can't finna tell me we not qualified to run this hoe.
So here's what I'm gonna say about that.
Real nigga shit.
My grandmother, who passed away in 1991, she born in 1918, so she went through all that shit. When she was able to vote, she voted all the time for everything. And just like the typical black house, we had a picture of Jesus Christ,
Come on.
Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
and JFK.
Yeah. The Trinity.
The typical black house.
Yeah. Keep your head above water.
And I knew if she was alive when Barack was running, she'd have cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because from 1918 to that time, that's 100 years, almost 90 years later, 100 years later, I know she would have cried because she voted. She went through the whole civil rights,
Yeah.
Jim
the whole
Crow,
cotton field.
everything.
So put yourself in that during that night
Yeah.
that they said he won.
I
Do
cried.
you
I was on
remember?
camera.
Do you remember the feling that you had when he got
Almost
elected?
passed out.
Do you remember the
Almost
song?
passed out.
You remember the song that they had? Donny Hathaway.
I was on the aisle.
The change is gonna come.
We'll all be free. Someday
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll all be free.
Yeah.
You know that song? Oh man, hang on to. I'm talking about Donny. It was just something. You write that
Yeah.
feeling. It was like
It was a feeling that you
Yeah.
had when that night when that night happened.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many memories.
And
of
you,
that shit. This crazy.
and I remember sitting in front of TV and I'm watching Oprah and
Yeah.
everybody just crying.
Crying, nigga.
Yeah, I cried like a bitch.
Yeah.
Just crying
I
about
cried hard.
about the
down,
situation, about the
yeah.
time it happened, man.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, none of us in this room ever thought that
Yeah.
there would be a black president.
No bullshit.
Nobody.
Shit, yes, we did. Remember when we were little, they used to say, what you want to be? I'm going to be the president.
Nah, nigga.
had
Nah, nigga.
dreams.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that shit too.
Nigga had dreams, but
So I'm gonna tell you about that shit, Chad. Hold on. So the inauguration day, when he got out that fucking limousine. See, I was working at night that time, so it was early that morning. So I was in and out. I had the TV on, and so you know how it is when you sleep and you can hear the shit, but you're dreaming about shit all at the same time.
Yeah.
So this nigga get out the car. I'm watching this shit, and I fall back to sleep. And all I can think of, please don't shoot this nigga. While
yeah. Yeah, no bullshit. No bullshit.
honestly.
No
Bullshit
bullshit.
though.
No
I was
bullshit.
thinking about when he was walking
I
down
went to the
Pennsylvania
inauguration.
Yeah.
Avenue.
No
Yeah.
bullshit.
When he was walking down Pennsylvania Avenue, all I was thinking about was like,
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't
I'm
shoot
like,
that
nigga,
man.
get
man.
back in the car.
Yeah.
At least get to the day.
Yeah.
Walking down the street,
I remember that shit.
him and Michelle, and I'm just scared for them.
Scared.
Yeah. Petrified.
Anything can happen because we already know how these fools felt about it.
Yeah.
About that shit.
Yeah.
But we went from that extreme
To this shit.
to the real nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the real nigga
He's doing
Donald,
nigga shit.
is Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. J is for Jarvis.
And I ain't gonna lie, he a funny motherfucker, man.
I love him, man.
So,
It's comical, man. I love him.
Huh?
I like him as a person, but not as a president. He is funny. He is weird, quirky. He is for the people. Like he wants to have, not for the people, not in a presidential way, but for the people. You know, he's very knowledgeable. All of those things. Even if you sit there and say, oh, he went into debt and everything, and had to file chapter blah blah blah. Guess what? He still got those properties. He still got that money. Whatever. It does not matter. A lot of these companies do that to save face. But as a president, I don't, but also it goes back to my point earlier. Nobody's lobbying. Our people are not lobbying, sending him money to do what we want him to do. So he's only doing probably what the majority of the country wants him to do, which are these hick town people and these people who have a lot of money. I ain't gonna say people I know, but a lot of people, black people I know that have a lot of money, they vote for him because he is
'cause you get a tax
pleasing to
break.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a
There
tax
you
break
go.
with
There
it.
you go.
So I'm gonna tell you, these country ass motherfuckers, these hicks that's voting for him, once again understand that he's not working for you.
yeah.
Your ass is gonna get taxed out
He
the
laughing
ass.
at their ass.
Facts.
But
Facts.
he's using
Super
them
tax.
Facts.
to get what he want, and he understand that. The motherfucker ain't dumb.
Yeah.
He know he can ride the train off the dumbass hicks in these motherfucking little bitty ass towns that's only making $40,000 a year,
That
He's
part.
just a bull pill pimp. That's all.
Yep.
and he not talking to y'all.
No.
What
Feeling out of them.
what Dave Chappelle said? He not talking to y'all. He talking to me. He working for me. Cause I get the tax break. Cause if you making six figures, guess who getting the tax break?
Yeah. Us teachers.
Motherfuckers who making $20,000, $30,000, you're not getting a tax break. You getting taxed out the ass.
Yeah.
But that's what we got to deal with. I don't know about y'all. Like I said, Donald J. Trump will be the president once again, unless the Democrats pull a rabbit out their ass. They need what they call in football. They need what they call in football a Hail Mary.
I'm going to tell you what they need.
What they need.
Jesus.
They need Black Jesus off Good Times, that painting.
Yeah.
That's who they need.
JJ Black Jesus.
We need JJ.
You seen all the miracles? You remember all the miracles was happening on Good Time? We need that. We need that painting. I'm telling you.
But anyway, but
we'll win.
At
I'm
any
telling you.
point, But let me back you up. Let me back you up with Trump though. Trump used to be a Democrat
Exactly.
before he turned Republican.
Yeah.
Trump said, if y'all remember, he's going to change over to Republicans to show y'all how stupid Republicans are and can be. And he going to do what he want, when he want, and how he want. And guess what? Since he said that and changed over to Republicans, he been doing that same thing since he said. So I can't get mad at him. I can't get mad at him.
Yeah.
So.
Y'all remember Dallas? Who shot Jr.?
Yeah.
That what that kind of my Who shot Donald Trump?
Who shot Trump?
Hey.
Who shot Trump?
Who shot Trump?
So, how smart are the Republicans then?
They not.
They not.
They're not.
But the Republicans are smart enough to stick together.
Yeah.
Democrats don't stick together. Democrats steady argue amongst each other. Republicans like, shit, what the fuck ever, and do what you want.
He's our leader. Fuck it. We're going to
I
follow
don't
him.
like the fact that there's a liberal aspect when it comes to the Democratic side. You know what I mean? You have more liberals on, liberal people on the Democratic side. So it's just kind of like they are so firm in they bullshit that it's just like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we'll, they don't have they don't have too much. It's just, nigga, this is what we are, this is what we do, and this is how we feel.
This is how we are.
And that's how we
Period.
gonna ride it out.
That's it. And this is, it's either the motherfucker down or a motherfucker ain't. And if you're fucking with Dick Pimp C, your dick is in the paint. You understand? So it's like they got their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's ironclad tight. Like chastity draws. You can't
buzz Republicans.
Yeah, Republicans.
You
They
can't
are
buzz Republicans.
But then you got within the Democratic Party, what I seem to notice, people arguing over details.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There was also a time that I remember hearing somebody say that there's really no big difference between the Democratic and the Republican Party. It's that they're not arguing about the ends, they arguing about the means. So it's kind of like, when I heard somebody say that, because I didn't want to claim either one, because I've heard some Republican shit and I was kind of like low key, like, real nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I've always voted Democrat. So it just kind of, because, that's just how I would, that traditional.
That's how you raised.
Yeah,
traditional shit.
Yeah,
But that's
if
a
you grew up in
southern,
the hood,
that's a southern way of
that's
shit.
a southern way of thinking. You are a Democrat, because they give you food stamps, that type bullshit. So, you culturally, we vote Democrat, but I've heard some Republican stuff and it was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It needs some tweaking, but whatever. So that is, I think, the big issue that a lot of people don't seem to look at or address.
Because me, I like some shit that Republicans say, and I like some shit that Democrats say.
But I get scared of Republicans.
For me, I would. I don't know, and I'm being honest with you. I don't know who I'm voting for. I'm being serious with you, because I agree with
A little bit of both.
So what it is on the last election, on the last few elections, I've already known I'm going Democrat. I know it. But now you really gotta just sit back and just listen to what the fuck they really talking about.
That's why I looked at that. That's why I looked at the Republican National Convention. I've been watching it.
You need to watch
I've been
both of
watching
them, Republican and
Touch on
Democratic.
Project 2025, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so there.
Let's go there.
Hold on.
Let's go.
I was just about to say something about that, because I know.
Let's go and get into that.
We need to.
So
Is it?
explain more for everybody that don't know what Project 2025 is. Explain more. I need somebody to explain a little bit more about it. And we're going to discuss that, because somebody else had brought it to my attention the other day about Project 2025. Exactly. Come on, explain that, bro. Come on. No, come on. The mic over here. Mic right back here. And a check. Because this is a big deal. Project
It's silly,
2025.
That shit is scary.
They just gonna make
Basically, they want to.
Man,
They gonna
that's
make you do
crazy.
something.
Hold on. Go ahead. Speak.
Basically, if you want to break it down, almost they're trying to pull us back in slavery. if you listen to it and read the 925 pages, if you read it in depth, they are trying to put us back in slavery. That's why Trump trying to win again, and he's trying to make himself almost a dictator.
Dictator.
Yeah. And also you got to look at the Supreme Court. If he wins again, there are going to be 2 Supreme Courts that's going to retire, and he's going to place his 2 people in there. If he wins, if he wins again, he's going to put 2 more of his people in it. Also, second of all, you saw how they took out Roe versus Wade, and they're going to do the next thing, and they're going to basically put us back in slavery. So if you get a chance, go ahead and Google it and read it, and you'll see why everybody's talking about 2025.
Like they even got shit like, and this struck a nerve because I work for New York State. They're talking about replacing government employees with loyal MAGA supporters. So they talking about firing people in these government jobs and replacing them with with their code.
Y'all know about the work hours too? Did y'all hear about that?
It's so
the work hours.
It's you read that and it's like this, like I know you fucking lying. That's all I can say when I look at some of the stuff that they pull out.
Or the thing about it is, we only make up for
the work hours.
Percentage. What they say about the work hours, Bob?
Yes, it's definitely happening right now with the judges. Okay, what I got.
One at a time. Go ahead, Terrence.
It's happening now with the judges. I mean, happened during this administration. He still has a lot of judges that he appointed that what they do is they shop. They shop these courts to make these.
He got the mic.
Can you hear me? Okay. No, I was saying that picking back on what one of my new favorite comedians was saying is they are going to replace these federal jobs with appointees. It started when he was in office with the judges, and some of them are still there. So they want to complete it by once he wins. They're gonna start with not only just the appointees, they're gonna start with the judges, and they're gonna start all the way, and it's gonna go all the way down to the state system, to the legislature, and so forth. And so, if you think that your next 4 years is gonna be the best, then you got another thing coming.
It's gonna unfold for the next 20 years if they do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna be appointing people, but I don't think we need to talk about being back in slavery because we, as Black people, only make up a very small percentage of the United States. Mm-hmm. They are trying to do that to anybody that is under the threshold of a certain amount of money. And then I don't even understand how these other people, it don't matter if you're Black, white, Hispanic, or any color, if you're if you make under a certain amount, this project, whatever, 2025, is talking about all of us or whatever, all of them, all of us. Exactly. So it's not just putting Black people back in slavery, it's making people in slavery, making people in a type of slavery.
Exactly.
And especially women about, Roe versus Wade or whatever, they're trying to go even harder on that. So if you're, especially a woman, if you're thinking about you want women's productive rights not being in a man's hands because they don't birth children, they are men. You need to be on that. You need to be reading about that, and you need to vote.
So, we got our Congress, we got our senators, we got all of these people. Before he can say whatever the fuck he want to say, what he want to do, but it has to go through.
Yes. So that's why we need to put the right people in office.
So that's why he could be the president.
Yeah, he can be the president all motherfucking day.
He won't.
Yes, sir.
But we have to put the right people in place so that shit won't be able to go through. And that's the whole thing about it. I don't care about him being the president.
He be getting the people fired up. He be getting the people, the ones that we don't like, be fired up, and then they go vote. You know what I'm saying? And then the people like us, or look like us, or minorities, they don't vote. They be like, oh, whatever. If you are a minority, I don't care if you Black, I don't care if you Hispanic or Asian. If you're a minority, you need to vote, and you need to vote local. Because Trump gon' Trump, okay?
But a lot of the Hispanics, A lot of Hispanics, they recognize themselves as Republicans. A lot of them.
On point, big bro.
A lot of them, they, and you can look at them and tell how they act sometimes. And then they talk about slavery. The Hispanic, if you look right now, they the ones who building up everything in America right now.
All right, so hold on. We're gonna take one more break. Don't go far. He need to charge this up real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up when we come back. All right, so we are back, and Project 2025 that we was talking about, and it's a serious deal. Talking about Project 2025, dealing with our next president, our next ex-next president, whatever we want to call it. But we have to, once again, I'm going to reiterate this, that we have to get the right people in the offices or in those positions that he can be president all day, every day. Because really, that motherfucker just love the title of being president. He just love the title of being president. Richard, you had something to say about, because you came on the show now. You got something to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We hear you.
What I'm coming on to say is that what you said about if they'd have killed him, we'd have had an all-out race war. I don't think white people want to even go against blacks in anything like that. Because most of the times, like I worked with guys that was in West Virginia and Kentucky, and they came over to Iraq, big, bad, and they the first ones to go home. And these youngsters they got now, that's why I think they never took a shot at Obama. They didn't want, think about if they took a shot at him. Just think about what this country would turn into if they took a shot at him.
We still only make up a very small percentage of the country. Now, I believe that, okay, let me just come from my point of view because I don't have a lot of education when it comes to, the years of the civil rights era or, having a parent that was about that. My parent had a parent that was about that, and she was younger when that was going on. So, or he and she was about that going on. So I think that maybe, yes, then these white people don't want no shit with black people because they were trying to suppress us because they did not know what the outcome would be. But now we are so docile when it comes to wanting to fight. Like he was putting up the Black Panther hand movement, whatever on his hand. We are not about that life now. We are very docile. We are very just into just
Who are you talking about?
Making things smooth out. I'm talking about majority of black people, not maybe you and your people, but majority of black people, they just want things to smooth over. We don't see a lot of people fighting for our rights anymore. We see people trying to smooth things out and make things equal. And everything, it should not be equal. I don't think it should be equal. We should have more rights that we should have now. We earned it. Our ancestors earned it for us to have more rights than we have now. I think we should be on a pedestal. But our people, like me, and my generation, and the generation after us, because it's not just y'all. Our black people are not. I don't think they want that smoke. They not ready for that. Not no civil shit. I don't think so.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna say this, unless you white in the army, that's different. But these black folks, these niggas, listen to me. For over the years and years, these gangs, a majority black, have killed each other.
Yeah.
Have shot up each other. You don't think these motherfuckers will go out and just shoot a motherfucker on that?
What?
I don't think they're ready for that. I think they see people like them, and I think that's easy for them because they know the opponent's mindset.
Yeah.
They know, not opponent, they know their skin tone, even if we're gonna go there, our skin tone's mindset. I think that white people are scared of black people and black people are scared of white people because they think they don't know what's on the chessboard. They're not ready for that.
I'm going to
beg to differ.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
I know. I don't think us as a black people are ready for that. We're not unified like that.
It ain't so much of being unified. If you just take the gangs of LA by themselves and let the motherfuckers roam free to do, they already prepared for war. I'm just saying.
Who?
If you take the gangs of Chicago, them motherfuckers are already prepared for war.
How do you turn that mental against the black people of those gangs? You know, of course they have Hispanic gangs too, you know, very prevalent. How do you turn that mindset from them being against each other to all of us against someone else, a bigger thing that's bigger than them? They should have been doing that already.
Do you remember Rodney King? You remember, go back and look at that shit. When that shit happened with Rodney King, the Bloods and the Crips came together. So what I'm saying is this.
They know when to do it and when not to.
They know when to do the shit.
It's just even with the George Floyd outcome.
That.
Just imagine if they wouldn't have let that verdict come out to that boy not going to prison, and we still ain't heard nothing about him. I was on the committee. If you look back, you'll see me. I was with the family in Minnesota. I spoke at the funeral. You go to pull it up on CNN, and so you got to understand, man. When I was in that. We was getting ran off by the Klansmen at them hotels in North Carolina. I was there. I was there. It was so much white against black on just that right there. I was in the mix. I was at Minnesota when George Floyd got killed. I was with the family on the planes and everything. So you got to understand, if that verdict would have came out that man was innocent, that would have been the first world war with blacks against white. So they know when to do it and when to pull it. Don't get it twisted. They know.
Yeah, like I say, that, you go back to Rodney King verdict.
Yeah.
During that time, was fucked up. And even you go back to the Watts riots. You go back to that.
Yeah.
You go back to when Martin Luther King died.
Yeah.
So history shows that we could unite if we want to. And we have to be exactly.
We're very reactionary when it comes to our rights. We become very reactionary and not very proactive. The Black Panther Party was a prime example of being proactive. They were very community based. So, we got to get to the point where, we stop waiting until we've been violated to respond and be in protection mode.
I'm gonna tell you who they ain't gonna play with Farrakhan. They ain't gonna play with that type of militant style of greatness, of black people coming together. They are scared of Farrakhan.
Absolutely, but the government and the social media giants are silencing him.
Oh yeah, they silencing him.
Where he can't get his word out to unite the black people, what he needs, because he does speak to his people, but he also speaks to everyone at the same time with very good knowledge, Yeah. So that's where I come from, because I don't have a lot of knowledge when we talk about JFK. Not JFK. We're talking about Dr. King and everybody else and how the black people came together. I'm a little bit further from that. So I only can see what my era has been doing is we're very reactionary, like you were saying, and not proactive. So I can't see that.
I know the next black president. I could name him.
Come on.
I know his name. I know who.
Her name, Kamala Harris.
No. I'm talking about the next black man president. His name is Eddie Milton. Remember I told y'all that. Eddie Milton out of Indiana. Governor out of Indiana. Very, very what the American politics right now need. His name is Eddie Milton. Remember I told you he's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. He actually played quarterback at Kentucky State. No, and I'm not trying to plug my school, but remember I told you he's the governor of Indiana. And he's like the next Obama.
So what you should do is go back, read about the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
Read about, or even watch the movies. The movie will show you, give you some insight. The Messiah, the movie The Messiah.
Yeah.
Go back and watch that. It'll give you some, because they was organizing. They wasn't a gang. They was an organization that helped the community and also taught us how to bear arms.
Bear arms, exactly.
That's what they did. And what happened was they knew the law. They read the law. And they taught us the law as black people. Yeah. Now, J. Edgar Hoover, who was the head of FBI,
who was gay.
said, "Nah, these niggas know too much."
Yeah, they infiltrated.
And they infiltrated the Black Panther Party, and that's what broke them up. Because they was doing shit in the community that we needed. Because my dad was a Black Panther. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that happens almost every time, but every organization that black people build up for our own self and our own infrastructure to be very self-sufficient. White people, I'm not white people, but I'm just gonna say white people because I don't know other term to say it very politically. You know, I'm sorry, whatever. But I just feel like they do infiltrate and they do break down, or they do bomb and raid and pillage and shoot up and drop bombs and whatever those bombs they do Molotovs and everything for us to infiltrate and break down the black community when we are proactive. But now, like I said, our community now is not proactive. We just want to be peaceful, and now we're only reactive. So to go back to what you're telling me, when you were younger, or whenever your parents were younger, when they were proactive and they were teaching us the law and they were being together and we had our own communities to lean on and to come to, we don't have that now. So to you
tell a black person you can't do something.
Oh, we gonna do it.
And that's what happened. That's what happened back in the day. When it comes to, I'm a history teacher. That's what happened. So when you have these movements of black people, you can't read. Oh, we gonna read. You say we can't date out our race. We gonna date out our race. They say we can't be millionaires. We gonna be millionaires. They say we can't go to school with white people. We gonna go to school with white people. See, when you tell us what we can't do, that's where black people stick their chest out. You got me fucked up. I finna do it. So now we don't have those same, when I say pushbacks that they gave blacks, because you got some blacks say, "Oh, I got mine. So you know, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm good." They don't have us as a whole being pushed back to say that we can't do nothing. They let us over, and that comes with integration. Yes. That's where it really stems from. Once we integrated with the whites, let's be honest, because the Mexican and the black always was together. They were the Indians. They was already here. So when we integrated together, that's what made black people like, okay, we start resting. Yes. We start saying, okay, we made it over the promised land. And not knowing that they was already 400 years ahead of us when it comes to paperwork. They know the law. They made the law. They know the Bible. They made the Bible. They know all that type of stuff. The structure of being a real black man, if you go up under the Honorable Farrakhan, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but Farrakhan is the closest to us being the teachings of him, the closest of us being perfect as black people.
And if you go back, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say this, Coco. All your points were on point. They were perfect. But there was a situation in the 60s, I wasn't, but maybe 8 or 9, when America thought they could go to a country that was about the biggest as South Park, the Vietnam War. When they left that war, they was fucked up. Yeah. So that's the mindset that whites have about us. Yeah. If we ever unionize, get unity, and these youngsters, they run into a store with 30 people in there and shoot 5 people.
That was the start of them trying to take all of our rights back in the day. I mean, this is my mindset because I read the textbooks. I can't be where you were, But that was the reason why they took away all of our rights to bear arms, and why they wouldn't let us have redlining, or like giving us property rights, or where we could live and what the rights we could have, and segregation and all that, because they were scared then. I don't think they're as much as they scared then as they are now. Then I don't think it's going to be equal.
So Coco, here's what I got for you, because we finna wrap it up. I got some homework for you. Black Panther Party.
Yes.
the Messiah. Also, read about Angela Davis.
Good one.
Angela Davis and Shirley Chisholm.
And Barbara.
Oh, and one more.
Willie Lynch first. That's the first one.
Hit that Willie.
That's the first.
Barbara Jordan.
Barbara Jordan. Yeah.
Barbara Jordan.
That's where it stems from.
So, them three ladies.
Willie Lynch. Yeah.
Read up on them. Black Panther Party, and watch that movie, The Messiah. And you'll start seeing a different perspective on where we come from, the shit that we had to endure, and how we come together. And like I said, even with the Rodney King shit that happened in the early 90s, we united. At least in LA, they united. It wasn't no such thing as Bloods and Crips. It was all one game. And they fucked up the city. But the best thing about all that is they united. They came together. So it ain't like they won't or they can't. They can.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So do you think we still under the curse of the Willie Lynch? Because that's where it all stemmed from.
Of course we are.
We still under that regiment of Willie Lynch.
Of course we are. Because one thing about it, as much as we joke about, oh, he light skinned, you dark skinned, as much as we joke about it, we joke about it, but it's really some truth to all of that shit.
No, it's a lot of truth.
It's really truth to that.
Still the truth.
So that haven't left. The 13th Amendment ain't leaving, ain't gone nowhere. Yeah. So we got to deal with all that shit. But here's what we're gonna do. Next week when we come back, now we're supposed to have some special guests come on next week. If we don't, I did say the last time we were gonna pull out and have what we were gonna talk about. The reason why we didn't do that is because we had a lot of shit that happened last week that we talked about, which was the hurricane and Donald Trump getting shot or shot at or grazed or whatever you want to call it shit. So if those ladies don't come, those special guest ladies don't come next week, we're going to go back to the hat thing, and we're going to pull, everybody going to write down what they want to talk about, put it in a hat, and somebody pull it out the hat, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to have two subjects we're going to talk about next week. What's up?
Man, you know what? Bronny can't buy a basket. He can't buy a basket. Hey. All that money he got, he can't buy a basket.
But look, talking about Bronny.
I love him, though. I just had to say that.
Talking about Bronny.
That boy ain't brought a basket yet.
I don't even want to talk about that shit no more. So that's what we're going to do next week. As we wrapping things up, I just want to, once again, I want to thank everybody for being on and being able to talk about this. I also want to get more into the Project 2025.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about Project 2025.
Yeah.
And they need to.
Before they vote.
Before you go vote.
Yeah.
Because that
educate yourself.
That shit is fucked up. And it's going to be fucked up for a lot of people if that shit really does happen.
For at least 12 years.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If they don't get brushed up on that, man, at least 12 years, because it's going to take 4 years for these bills to get passed. This is going to take another 4 years for the being project, and then the last 4 years, that's when you know if we're going to terminate the bills for the next 12 years. I'm just being honest.
So you got a point there.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you think this election is bullshit, it's not.
It's serious.
It is a serious election. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if he do be the president. If he does be the president, the other motherfuckers is the ones you need to vote for and put them in office so they can block whatever it is, the shit that he got coming down the aisle. So we need to talk more about that next week. Hat week. Hack Week next week. If we don't get those ladies from Southern Divas supposed to come next week.
What's that?
Oh, Down South Divas. So go to YouTube, look up Down South Divas. These ladies out of Galveston, they got a reality show. They all grew up together.
Oh, okay.
They got a reality show, and they supposed to come on next week and come hang out with us next week and talk. So we're gonna have fun with them. We're gonna drink, have a good time. Huh? All right. So Brady Bob gonna have to cover the comic part of it all the way again, like he usually do, because you're not gonna be here. So next week, that's what we're gonna do. Man, I want to thank everybody once again. I want to thank God that we made it through the hurricane.
What?
We made it through the hurricane. We made it through Donald Trump getting killed. Once again, I think it would have been fucked up if he did.
Yeah, me too.
So we know what to do. The next hurricane come, go get you a generator.
Some counters too, though. Some counters.
Ooh, she said that everybody needs to vote in the next election.
So we're talking about hurricanes, and she's talking about the president.
But
we're not talking about that. Okay, whoa, you hold on. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about that. So we talked about on this show what we're gonna do next time.
We did.
We have. What was that? Alcohol a bad motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna say. We talked about what we're gonna do next time we have a hurricane come. That's all we talked about, man.
Universally, we all said we're gonna get a generator. So you own it.
Yeah, so we know what's going on over here.
Hey, listen.
Here.
All of us too. If y'all see one in the pawn shop, y'all better go and get it. Let me know. I'll buy it from you.
Gotcha.
I'm going to the pawn shop.
That's a good idea, though.
I'm telling you, that's
pawn shop.
I got this book that lets you know about saving money, and they say you need to go to the pawn shop a lot.
Go to the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Go to the pawn shop. All right.
And thrift store.
Thrift store. So, also next week we'll be celebrating my main man. We got two guys that we're gonna celebrate their birthday next week.
You gonna make beans? You better make them beans. Them beans
Make
fire.
them beans. Make them beans and the potatoes.
And the potato salad. Listen,
So next week we'll be celebrating.
He cold with it.
We'll be celebrating Eddie Cumbo and Richard Cunningham's birthday next week. Cunningham back there. So we'll be celebrating that all next weekend. I got his flyer. His flyer gonna be ready tomorrow. So when y'all see this flyer, the flyer is funny as shit. It got Granddad and Stinkmeaner on there, so that's all I got to tell you. It's funny as motherfucker. But anyway, if y'all know who that is. So, once again, we're brought to you by Brock Brand. Go out to get your Brock Brand. Brock Brand is available on brockbrand.com. Go get your Brock gear. Also brought to you by Quad Houston. Quad Houston, for good food, good drinks, good people. It's all good at Quad Houston. And also brought to you by the Deer Cigar Lounge, where we at right now. Have a nice stick. Everybody smoked tonight. I'm glad y'all did. So, with that being said, I got all the energy and I got the big stick.
That's right.
I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate everybody.
Subscribe.
All right.